What's going on, guys? We're back here in Pensacola, ready to finish out this series against the Clingstones, where we're currently sitting at 1-1 in the series. But this next game is going to be our next trip to the mound, and we're coming off a very successful start against the Biscuits, where we ended up going 6 strong with no earned and 12 strikeouts. So we really want to carry over a lot of the success from that game into this one, because even though we are still pretty early in the season, we had a pretty atrocious May from a team perspective. You don't see a lot of W's on that board right there. So we really want to be able to pick it up here in June and have a really strong second half of the season. But again, this next one is going to be us on the mound, and we've been improving a bit at the plate as well. We've had a handful of home runs over the last couple weeks, so again, that is something that we really want to carry over as well. But before we get into this game against the Clingstones, we do have a lot of skill points that we need to distribute. So what I think we're going to end up doing, don't think that we're going to focus on the pitches specifically right now. We're going to actually up that per 9. We're going to up the contact as well. And since we do have 10 more points, I honestly think that we actually up the big game twice. That helps our pitching clutch. That helps our stamina. We really want to go more than just 6 innings every game. We really want to be able to get some complete game shutouts at a certain point because, again, that was our specialty in that last season in MLB The Show 24, and that is a level that we really want to get back up to here. So again, we have a couple things that are going to be really improving our pitching, obviously our clutch, our stamina, our per 9, and then we're also going to get a little boost to the contact as well. And as you see with those right there, we go to a 62 as a starting pitcher. Yes, not a huge jump, but at least we're moving up there a little bit. And those are things that we're really going to have to upgrade going forward as well. I'm hoping that's going to help us in this game right here because, again, it's going to be our next start. They do have a pretty decent lineup despite the fact that their 7, 8, and 9 hitters are cold right now. Of course, their 4 hitter is only a 56 overall, which is a little surprising, but we've been in so many situations before where we face teams that have lower overalls than some of the other ones, and we usually kind of struggle against them. So we can't be complacent here. We just need to go out there and just do our best. Because when we try our best, we're usually at our best, and when we're at our best, dude, we have some really filthy stuff. And we have some good things to be able to get some guys out, but we just need to make sure that we not only keep it near the zone and in the zone, but we can't throw things early like that one right there where it just kind of drifts over the zone where we don't want it to be. Thankfully, that is going to be a ground out. Sorry, he was taking a little while over there at short, so I did not want to quite say that yet. And thankfully, we do have 1 out, but again, we need to be doing better than that, realistically. That was a lucky one right there, too. I'm not going to lie. Let's go change up down and out. I feel like that's something he's going to swing at, which he does, but unfortunately hits it up the middle. We do not have the reflexes to be able to field that yet, and unfortunately we fail our challenge to be able to retire the side in order. Not happy about that. That's all right. We have a chance to be able to spin a double play here, as we're just a little low in the zone on that one. That's kind of an iffy call right there, I think. And that should be an 0-2 count if we're being completely honest. Let's go fastball up and in. Jeez. I mean, don't get me wrong. That one was out of the zone, but if you're not going to call the low pitch, at least give me something a little high like that, you know? Something that's kind of just scratching the zone. Really want to go slurve? I guess we'll do it. For you, catch. Wow. That was right by the zone, though. Now, I think he's going to be expecting a fastball, so we're going to go change. And let's hope that that's going to be the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strikeout number 1 of the game and out number 2 of the inning. Now we don't have to worry about that double play, and we can just go right at this hitter. He is the 4 hitter, but again, like I said, he was a, 56 overall is what I said? Yeah, and there we go. That's just going to be a ground out to the first baseman. That's a really quick way to get out of the first. But now it's time for us to get in the batter's box where there's no one on with 2 outs. Outside. Not necessarily the situation we want to come into, but it's the one we find ourselves in. Give me something right down the middle as swing at that sinker, but just a little high on that one for us. Come on. Nope, we are leaving that sinker out as well. Those his main pitches. I mean, he does have a 4-seam that looks like it's his primary, but he has yet to throw that. Nope, we're leaving that one out. And there we go, he finally did throw it, huh? 3-1 count. He's got to bring something in the zone here, so come on. Let's be ready for something good. That would have been ball 4. I know a lot of you guys are probably sick of watching me swing at every pitch and never get walked, but there we go. I think that's our first walk. to be completely honest with you. And we actually get 30 points out of the 100 that you need for an extra skill point for the 2-strike walk, too. So, hey, you know what? At least we're... Oop. Nope, that's just a line out to the third baseman. But, hey, at least we got on base. I'm pretty proud that we didn't swing at that one. Old me would have swung at that for sure. But, nope, not new disciplined, Wally. Am I right? We're learning a lot from our blunders over the last, 2 months of the season. Let's go. 0-2 count. Wow, I didn't even realize that we got 2 strikes on that. Let's finish him with the split. Bury that. Get him out of here. That's a beautiful pitch right there. I complained a lot about our lack of break on our split, but the fact that we've gotten that up, I think it's up to a 43 now, which still isn't impressive, but it's a lot better than a 40, and you can definitely tell the difference on that. That's a great circle change right there. Just hits the bottom of the zone. That's not one he would want to swing at with a 1-0 count, so I get it. That split stays in the zone, though, and now we can actually strike him out up and in. Let's see if he expects an off-speed. He did not. And that's going to be caught by the center fielder. Nice. I thought that might have actually dropped, if I'm being completely honest, but nope. Thankfully, he's got some speed out there. It's nice to see a field that actually fields for you. It's a liner down into foul territory. Let's see if we can get him on an 0-1 slurve down and out. Just looks at it. And yeah, let's go with that split again. Let's go split down and out. Let's see if you can chase that. Well, at least we'll field it this time. And we're going to get it over there. And we're going to make sure that it actually gets there. There we go. Nice efficient inning. Very clean as well, as you can see up there. And let's go. Still 0-0 after 2. I know it was only 1.5 at the time, but still, now you can definitely tell. 0-0 after 2. That slurve's just a little low, unfortunately. So we're going to go change up. He's expecting a fastball. As you can tell right there as he swings through the changeup. Let's go fastball up and in. Usually throw that on a 2-strike count, but not today. Or at least not on that batter. So let's go slurve. Just make sure this one stays in the zone this time. That one does. A little further in than we wanted it to be, but thankfully it ended up working. Now let's do it one more time. He won't expect it. Then again, if the ball never even gets above his shins, why would he want to swing it at the first place? All right, come on. Split. Finish him. Damn. I thought that was a nice pitch, but you can tell the, I guess, control of that pitch definitely is struggling a little bit. You know what? Let's do that. Don't get me wrong, I think we can strike some guys out, but I am not as confident as I was in the last game. So let's make sure we do something that is a little easier, that again yields us the same amount of points, you know? Uh-oh. Well, that's going to be a double play. Okay, that's perfect. That could have been a great strikeout there, don't get me wrong, but I will take a 5-4-3 double play. That's what you'll love to see. And now we're just 1 out away from getting out of this inning. That's a great pitch. Hell yeah, we got a lot of first pitch strikes today. We're actually doing well with that. Nice to see that we've improved. Oh, shit. Well, this guy's got 80 speed, so that's going to be a triple. Unless we get a good relay. I think he probably could have made it, if I'm being honest with you, but unfortunately that's a double. Now I'm pretty happy that we did end up getting that double play. Otherwise, that might have been an actual run because of how deep that was in the gap. Uh-oh. Why would you swing at that, Tavares? My goodness. Okay, let's go slurve down and out. This time, make it right. Thank you. At least the runner on second didn't mean a damn thing there, and we ended up getting a strikeout anyways. But damn, I wish we wouldn't have given up that double. And now we got a chance with 2 outs to be able to score the first run of the game. We got a guy on second here. Why are you... Ooh. At first, I saw that, and I'm like, hey, that's a fastball that's coming just barely inside. Then I saw the break halfway through, and I'm like, oh, damn, I'm swinging at this, though. That's all right. We're going to have plenty of opportunities at the plate. Just that we don't have as many innings on the mound. You know what I mean? We get taken out if we're just a little too tired, or we give up too many runs. But again, no matter what, we're staying in the game as a DH. So That's a great thing. But the way that we're pitching right now, I'm hoping we can actually go 7. We're going to go fastball up and in, by the way. And we're going to finish him right there. Let's go. He just looks at that, too. That's awesome. So let's go. Was it the 4-hitter again? You bet it is. Let's keep this up. At least that's going to be a ground out. Not our best pitch, but it produced an out, and we can be extremely happy about that. So let's go. Can we get out of this 4th inning really quickly? We cannot. We cannot. But that is only 1 base runner. That's okay. That could be a lot worse. And now we just need to find a way to get out of this one. Which realistically should be easy with 2 outs and getting towards the bottom of the order. I mean, honestly, if we can get out of this inning by just facing the 6-hitter, we're going to have the coldest part of their order just in the next inning. And hopefully we can go through that 1, 2, 3 as well. That's actually one where I would go for the dynamic challenge of striking out the side. And you know what? No. I want this one. Damn it. I was hoping to be able to take the points away from him, but that's all right. We get the out, we get out of the inning. But unfortunately, our offense has not scored yet. But, again, we got the bottom of the order up right now. Again, it's their cold part of the order. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. That looks good. Apparently, they disagree. I don't know what they're looking at, but that's fine. And now that puts it to a 2-1 count. Not good. It's all right, let's just get a slurve in the zone. Perfect. And yeah, let's go slurve one more time too. I agree with the catcher on this one. Get it out of the zone though. Well, it wasn't out of the zone. Damn it. But at least it's going to be a ground out. Again, that could have been a better pitch, but at least we get the out. I was hoping to strike out the side though. Yes, that's very greedy. I understand that, but come on, give me a break here. Oh, come on, field your position. Let's go. Get over there. Ooh, just barely in time. Let's go. You threw that a little early and didn't leave me too much, but again, at least it produced an out. And we get some extra points just for fielding our position. That is a beautiful slurve in there. Slurve, pardon me if I could talk properly. And we're facing their 20th prospect, huh? Well, let's see if we can embarrass their 20th prospect. Let's go fastball up and out of the zone. If this clips the zone, that'd be awesome too, but I would doubt it. That's a fair call. And now that's going to set up for the down and away. For a 9-hitter that's cold, and he still makes contact on that. Fair enough. And that's going to be an out. So we didn't get a single strikeout in that, which kind of sucks, but at least we got out of it 1, 2, 3. And now we got the top of the order in the 6th. At least we're extremely efficient. I mean, 56 pitches through 5 innings. That's really good. We're averaging just over 10 per inning. And that's really kind of where you want to be. And let's go. Going 0-2 actually helps us out a little bit as well. We're going to go fastball up. Someone's got to chase that today. But it ain't going to be on this one. So let's go split this time. 1-2 count. Do it. Thankfully, that's foul. But man, that's some pretty good contact. Let's go split one more time. Yeah. I don't know why I thought going back-to-back with it was going to do it. But yeah, I agree. Change up down and out of the zone. Definitely where we're going to thrive. And there we go. That's strikeout number 1 of the inning. We'd love to see that. And now we just got to continue to cruise. Why not? Get that right on the corner. I mean, that's exactly where we wanted it. And thankfully, that's going to be a quick out. Again, do we want the strikeouts? Absolutely. But are we going to take quick outs like that? You bet your ass. We just don't want to give up, like ground outs and pop outs after throwing like 8 or 9 pitches, you know? It's like you've already done the work. May as well get that one stat for yourself. Damn, just missed on the split. We're actually going to go with the slurve down and in. If we get enough break, this curves out of the zone. But unfortunately, he still saws it off. So unfortunately, we didn't pick up a strikeout. As you see, we failed the challenge again. But at the very least, we got out of it with no runs. And we also have a chance here with no outs and a guy on first. That's awesome. Can we do better than we did in the last at-bat? Not on that changeup as we fouled that one off, unfortunately. But hey, at least we're starting to track his pitches a little bit better. We just want something closer to the zone. Please. That is not what we're looking for. Now, if he would have curved that over the zone, oh yeah, we would have taken that. We would have taken that for sure. No, why did you do that? Oh, I saw that curve again. But again, that's just the reflexes of the thumb. Also, it doesn't help that I suck at hitting, but, you know, aside from that, though, there we go. We finally hit one right up the middle. And thankfully, he just threw a sinker right over the center. Why you would do that with 2 strikes? I don't know. Then again, we've given up 2 strike hits like that as well, so I really shouldn't be the one to talk. And that is going to be a ground ball. And we're safe? Yes, we're safe. Let's go. Great hustle on that one. And instead of picking up 2, or even 1, that's going to be a bases loaded jam for this pitcher now. So come on, Liam. You're hitting 301. There's no reason why you can't get a base hit right here as well. And that's going to be on the ground. That's probably going to be a double play. However, that is going to be the first run of the game. And as the pitcher that's on the mound right now, I appreciate that a lot. So come on now. Rosario, just knock me home. It would be nice to have a 2-run lead, honestly. No, go back. Go back. Yeah, these guys are too good to let that get back to the backstop. And honestly, with the backstop the way that it is, that might actually bounce back to him. So maybe we shouldn't steal home ever. But at least on 2 outs, we can beat this one out. But unfortunately, that is a pop out. But at least we got a 1-0 lead. Now, would I have preferred more of a cushion there? Yeah, you bet. But I'll take a lead at this point. I'm just happy with that. So let's keep this up. Let's keep the efficiency up as well, because I think the first time that we've gone into the 7th inning in this series. And it makes me really happy that we upped our stamina, despite the fact that that slurve is not staying in the zone. So we're going to have to go split. There we go. That's a beautiful pitch. Now 2-2 count. Honestly, we're going to see if the 2-seamer can ride back into the zone. It's going to appear as if it's going to go inside to the right or to the lefty. But no, we're going to have that break back in. I'm telling you. Perfect. So close. He's expecting fastball. We're going slurve over the middle. That's got him. Well, at least it's going to be a ground out. Man, if that fastball just had a little more break. No. You're not taking us out now, coach? After 6 1/3? I mean, look, I will say the bright side about that is the fact that at least we're in line for the win. The only way that we don't pick up a win is if the reliever, good old Ricky DeVito here, I'm guessing his brother is Danny, ends up going out there and just absolutely shitting the bed. But if that's the case, we at least get a no decision, but at least we're lined up for the win. Let's see if we can go out there and have one more at bat, and hopefully we can actually break it open a little bit more. Thankfully, our reliever has not given up any runs, but still 1-0 here in the 8th. Oh, man. Yeah, a little late on that one. We need to do a little better than that. Come on, De Los Santos. There we go. That is going to get through the infield. Made some pretty good contact on that changeup. Still a little late on that, but at least we get ourselves on base, and that's going to be a multi-hit game. And a great start. A very quality start at that. Let's take an extra lead here. We're not going to steal because he ends up striking out. And that's how they get out of the 8th. But still got a 1-0 lead. Let's see if we can close the door. And we do. 1-0. The slimmest of margins. But we pick up our 5th win of the season. And yet again, another fantastic quality start. Very proud of that game too. Especially coming off an absolute gem in our last start too. I mean, 6 1/3, we went that extra out. But only 3 hits in this one. We did have the 1 walk, which... But we did only have 5 strikeouts. We do need to pick that up a little bit, but at the same time, great start. And thankfully, that game kind of replenished some of our tokens, huh? We might actually use those right away. As you can see, our batting average goes up to 273, which is great. And our ERA is just close, just this close, to being under 3. But still, not too bad. Very happy with that game. And now all we have to do is just win the rest of these games against the Clingstones. Shouldn't be too bad, and thankfully we can really focus on the field now. We did go up to the 3-hole like we were in that last game, I believe. But we're going to be playing DH. We're going to be going out to third again in the next 2 games, I believe. But for now, let's enjoy being the DH. And being able to kind of relax between innings on defense, that's a nice feeling, you know? That is a horrible swing at a slider. I was expecting a fastball, as you can tell by us being way too early on that. Come on. Oh, why am I not swinging at that fastball now? So I swing at the trash pitches, but just look at the good ones, huh? Thankfully, we make contact at least, but that's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. By the way, I've been playing a little bit of Diamond Dynasty lately. I don't know exactly how I would really edit those videos as we get a nice little base hit right up the middle. Maybe we do like a game or 2 at a time or something like that. But if you guys are interested in seeing some Diamond Dynasty games and all that, let me know. We can even do videos of opening packs and stuff like that. We can save up stubs and all that, but I don't know, just kind of spitballing things. I want to do some other types of videos aside from Road to the Show as well. Obviously, we keep playing these, but I just also want to know what you guys are really interested in. As that ball goes all the way back, well, maybe not to the backstop, he blocks that to the side. We're going to advance on that wild pitch. So now, even though we got 2 outs, at least we're in scoring position, so a base hit could potentially score us. Just maybe not necessarily likely here. Although, do we go? Yeah, we probably would have been thrown out if for some reason he didn't beat it out. Or if he did beat it out at first. But realistically, it wasn't going to matter. And unfortunately, we didn't get that run because now it's 3-0 in favor of the Clingstones.
At the ball.
By the way, I wonder what the hell is a Clingstone anyways? I probably could just look that up instead of asking stupid questions in videos. But still, it's got to be something with like a type of fruit, right? I mean, their logo looks like a peach or something like that. I'll look that up later, though. But please, feel free to flame me in the comments for not knowing as we swing through that 94-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. Wish we could have taken that because we're still sitting at 3-0 with 1 out here in the 9th. 2 outs left. And thankfully, we get a base hit. I wasn't sure if that was going to carry enough to be able to be caught by him, but thankfully it wasn't. And what is that, 3 hits now today? Or 2? 2 or 3? Can't remember. All these games are just kind of blending into one at this point. And let's go. We're going to take second on this one. We're going to get thrown out at second on this one. And now they are only 1 out away from shutting us out. But to be fair, we shut them out in the last game. So, you know, they're just getting their revenge. But we end up losing 3-0 in this one. We're back at third base and in the 3-hole in this one. We really need to get some revenge from that last game. We're facing a guy who's 1-6 with a 2.83 ERA and 71 strikeouts in 60 innings. Kind of a mixed bag there. I don't know. I'm going to take that win-loss record with a grain of salt because he has some pretty good stats. But let's go out there and let's see if we can inflate that ERA a little bit. And we got the opportunity to do so right now because we got first and second with no outs. Let's see what we can do to actually take one into the outfield as we leave that fastball high. Thank you for telling me that was a good take, game. Appreciate that. Let's go 1-0 count. He's got to bring something close to the zone at this point, right?
Yeah.
He sure did. He sure did. And we swing right through that one. Jeez. There we go. Get out of play. Get out of play. Get out of play. God damn it. And we're back in the batter's box with an 0-1 count now, unfortunately. With 2 outs in the third. So come on. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's throwing gas, but realistically, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to hit him. Thankfully, we ended up getting a piece on that one, but that's going to be a pop-out to the right fielder. Thankfully, we do have the lead, though, 2-1, as we have a chance to be able to make a play here. And let's get him out at first. Look at that arm. Look at that arm. What an assist. And we get through that inning. But now we're back at it. 1 out. No one on. Go figure. But hey, would you look at that? It's nice to see that our team actually does have runs. Something that we were kind of missing for a while in our start. Again, a lot of that does kind of fall on us, too, because we're in the batter's box as well. We can help our own cause. We just chose not to. Let's go 3-0 count. He's got to throw a fastball down the middle on this one, right? Did we actually swing at it? Nope. That's a 4-pitch walk. All right. Look at that. Patience. Patience. And that is now 2 walks on the season, I believe. All in this video. if that isn't just effing awesome. Oh no. We get thrown out again. You know what? I need to stop trying to do that. I said before how we're nowhere close to being fast enough, and yet I just don't even pay attention to that. That's alright. We're going to get another good play here in the field. Take your time and make a great throw, as we do. And now we're leading off the 8th inning. Still 2-1. And let's see if we can actually start a nice little rally here and get some cushion for our bullpen. As we swing it. Pretty nice split, I'm not going to lie. That was some nice movement. I was not expecting that at all. That's going foul, though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is. Great piece, just a little early on the cut. Question is, what is he coming with? He's got 5 pitches in his repertoire. What is it? Swing early at the cut yet again. I don't know why I'm looking fastball. But maybe I should be looking off speed again. And we did. Another cut, but we ground this one out to the third baseman. And what the hell happened, guys? What is this? Come on. All right, we got to gun him at home. Come on, get me. All right, we're gonna get him at third. Great play. They do end up scoring, but at the very least, we did get another out, and we got 2 outs now. But that wasn't going to matter because we still end up losing 4-2. We find ways to lose games, guys. And not just that, but we didn't get a hit in that game. So let's go. Last game against Columbus, we need to pick up a win in this one. We're back in the 3-hole at third. Let's do it. And no better way to break out of our slump than getting a base hit with guys on first and second. Am I right? That looked like a fastball coming out of his hand, but nope. Nice changeup. Good differential on the speed on that, too. Not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. Come on. There we... Oh, no. That's gonna be a double play. Oh, thank God that is an error. We got lucky on that one. But, man, that was very, very unfortunate. As I think we're going to steal on this one. Go. And there we go. That's going to be a stolen base, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, well, at least we're getting something good here, right? Despite the fact, I mean, we did end up hitting into basically what was a fielder's choice. What would have been a double play. Oh, shit. Well, not necessarily what I wanted to do. That's definitely on me. Yes, I know we get a -5 for the bad decision, but at least we scored a run. Maybe not the greatest thing, but you know what? We'll take it. If that puts us up, I'm going to be pretty happy. Let's get the throw out over there at first. And let's go. Now we can make up for that really terrible at-bat that we had in that first one. So let's get a base hit on this one. Honestly, I'm just so thrown off by that first changeup that he threw that I'm just swinging it trash at this point. Late on that fastball, but not on that one, baby. That is going to be a gapper. That's what we needed. And we're going to get 2 on this one. And thankfully, that is going to be an RBI as well. That's what I'm talking about. Finally picking it up. You see that ball pretty well, and we got ourselves an RBI double. Finally making some being productive here. Love to see that. So let's go. Let's see if we can score here now. Second base. No outs. 3-0 lead. Feel pretty good about it. And that is going to be a pop out. But yeah, we're advancing. Let's go. We're going to get thrown out, aren't we? Oh yeah, why did you try to round? I was trying to get you to slide. Oh, that could have been bad. But the good news now is at least a deep pop fly here is going to score us. You know, we put ourselves in a good position here. So come on, buddy. Well, we'll score on that as well. And that's great because they ended up getting 1 as well. But come on, 4-1. Let's just throw them out at first as we clock them almost in the head right there. And we end up getting the last out of the 5th inning, which puts us back in the batter's box in the bottom half. So let's even get another base hit, as we were just a little late on that one. Bad reaction time on my part. And it's going to be a shallow pop fly. And would you look at that? 7-1 now. Where did this offensive production come from? Haven't seen this before. Why? And at least we had the timing down. Just the fact that the ball was nowhere near the zone. There we go. There we go. You love that weak contact. And that's how we end up grounding out. But at least we end up picking up the win. We did end up getting an extra base hit, and we got an RBI in it. So, successful game all around. But with stats that aren't necessarily eye-popping? Come on. You know, like, are we really going to get moved up quickly? I really want to get up to AAA by the middle of the season, and time is really running out. So let's get into practice here, and then we're going to have one more game as a DH against the Trash Pandas. Now, here's what I think I'm going to do for practice, though, because even though I know we keep going to the bullpen and upping things like that, I think we can get some other great upgrades. Like, getting 3, like, skill points is great. Honestly, Tai Chi wouldn't be horrible. We up our pitching clutch and our durability, which is pretty important. But I'm actually kind of interested to see what the hell the ladder training is. So if we can actually get gold here, that would be incredible. So we got to jump through the ladder without stumbling, which means I need to remember exactly where all these keys are right here. I don't know how great this is going to go, but we need to get a gold here. That would be ideal. Yeah, I actually had no issue doing this in real life when we were doing this like at actual baseball practice, but I don't know how this is going to be from a video game perspective. So let's go. I just screwed up right there. I don't know what that is. Please tell me that's at least a silver. I would really like the 3 bonus points. And we do. We actually get 6 bonus points. So we might actually do that again at some point. That's awesome. Because honestly, with those 6 skill points, we could actually go into like one of our other pitches. We might be 1 short, but we'd be able to up the control, the velocity, and the break of all of those with just those 7 skill points. Whereas when we were just wasting 1 practice on the 1 skill, like, specific thing, we was only doing 1 of those. Why only do 1 when we could potentially get 3? And if we end up getting a gold, that's going to be even better. So, it's great to know. Now let's get into this next game. It's the last game of the video. Let's see if we can go out there. We are the DH in the 3-hole. And let's see if we can pick up a win in this first game against Rocket City. Boy, we have a great opportunity to start this game. First and second, no outs. Are you kidding? Come on. Nice changeup. What is up with guys throwing us changeup on the first pitch? It's like they read their scouting report or something, you know? Damn it. Oh, wait, that did get through the infield. I thought he was going to have a better reaction time than that, but he did not. That's going to be an RBI single to start off the game. Great way to start. By the way, I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty hideous ballpark, man. It's pretty terrible. I apologize if you're a Trash Pandas fan. I would imagine it's because of their name, not because of their stadium. But man, it's not necessarily the best backdrop. It looks like a raggedy-ass field. Like, come on. I think I played on better ballparks than this when I was in college. No. He was going to gun me at the plate. Why are you trying to wave me forward, man? What do you think you're doing? Right? We don't have the speed for that. But thankfully, we do have 2 runs in this first inning. And we still got no outs. Poor guy. Let's go. Re-tagging up on this. Oh, never mind. Infield fly. Oh, well. Now we just need to make sure that we don't end up hitting into a double play. But Mark here is hitting 306. You would imagine that he's going to get a nice little base hit here. At the very least, get a walk. Thank you. I'm glad we mentioned that as an option, and we come in to score. And we're already back in the batter's box in the second inning. Isn't that hilarious? Let's go. I don't know what my problem was on that one. Why are we late on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, man? Come on. Well, now I know why we're not hitting a slider, though. Come on. Just wait back. Be patient. That's the name of the game. Well, we were patient. We got some really good contact on it, but unfortunately, it was a line out to the third baseman. By the way, I remember when people were complaining like that some of their perfects weren't home runs and they were complaining about it and all that. And it's like, come on, man. You could square a ball up and you could still end up hitting into an out. Come on. That's just realistic. You know? You want to play a ball game that doesn't make sense? Go back and play some of those old games that You know, then you used to have like I remember there was one that I used to play way back in the day when I was a kid called 2020 Baseball for the Sega Genesis. As we end up striking out on that pitch, and it's funny to think about that game now too, because that was a game back in the 90s that they're like, oh, this is what baseball was going to be like in 2020. Yeah, no, it never did. We never got to play against robots or anything like that. People were in cyborgs and shit like that. So why we should have swung at that. So obviously a little different, but no, just some crazy shit in that game. Honestly, I don't think that game is available anywhere. But still, look up like gameplay on YouTube or something. It was a really cool game. But yeah, no, you want a more unrealistic game? Go back, play stuff like that. Go play Mario Superstar Baseball or whatever. Mario Superstar, whatever the hell the baseball games were. I know there were two of them. Sluggers was one of them. And there we go. We leave that fastball up high. That was a fun game, by the way. I actually used to play that a bit, too. That'd be fun to play on here as well. I think I still have that with the Wii. So that would be something that'd be fun to play if you guys are interested. Maybe I should stop talking and really focus on my batting, because we do only have one base hit in this one. And I'd like to have two, even though we are up 4-0. Man, the Trash Pandas are really struggling today, as that should be a double. That's a gapper. And we're going to get there. We're going to take 3. I don't care what anyone says. We're getting 3 on this one. Slide. Yes! And they give us the triple on it. Let's go! That's our first triple of our career. And we're pretty damn happy about that. Both our made-up character in here and me. Nice. It's a good thing the center fielder stumbled on that one. That's some White Sox bullshit right there. And let's go now with no outs in the 9th. We're here on 3rd. Big scoring position. They're going to be coming home. They got the infield in. Why did you run on... Oh, it got through the infield. No wonder why. Okay, well, glad that we ended up running on that. And let's go. We come in and we should end up winning this one 5-0. Maybe not 5-0, but we did win 5-2. And we did have our triple. Let's go. First one of our career. And we did go 2 for 5. We had 2 runs and we had the RBI. Happy about that. We end up picking up another win. And that actually puts us at 275 for the season right now. So pretty happy with that. Our next start is going to be against the Pandas, which is coming up first in the next video. But again, we have 27 points here. And you know what we're going to up? We're going to up the per 9. We're going to up the contact. So we're going to take those 2 things. Our starting pitcher ends up going up to a 63. So I think I found what we want to up if we want to move our overall up a little bit quicker. That's going to be that per 9 in the big game and everything like that. But then with our remaining 7 points, I feel like we've really been slacking on the slurve. I mean, look at our pitches. I mean, the 2 teams got a 47 and a 46. We got a 47-46 for the circle change. The split's a 41 and a 43. But the break on this has just been really awful. I feel like we really need to up that. And the fact that we do use the slurve, especially when we're behind in the count, I think that's one that we're really going to have to upgrade. So let's end up doing that. And let's make that pitch just a little bit better. But if we do really want to upgrade our overall, yeah, I think we really need to put in the big game and the per 9 for a lot of those categories. And you know what? Great start in this video. Pretty decent at bats. We definitely got into a little bit of a slump there at the beginning, but thankfully we ended it on a positive note. And hopefully we can go out in our next start against the Trash Pandas, have another start where we give up no earned, and just continue to prove our worth to this organization. I mean, the way that the Marlins play in real life, there's no reason why we shouldn't get called up to the show before the end of this season. But if we end up falling into some slumps like we did at the beginning of this video, I don't know if we're going to make it there. But again, we just got to go out there, we got to improve our overall, and we just got to go out there and be really good in clutch situations. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.